A few years ago, a nonprofit client told me, "We don't want this to be sad, but we also don't want to ignore the pain." That's not a brief, that's not a storyboard, that's a feeling. But I knew exactly what they meant, and when they saw the final cut, they said, "That's it. That's exactly what we were trying to say." This video is for every creator who's ever walked out of a meeting thinking, "Did we actually agree on something? Because I have no idea what they just asked me to do." You don't need to speak perfect client, but you do need to be an interpreter. If you're a creator who wants to go from being a video vendor to a creative partner, subscribe, like this video, please comment below. What's the most confusing thing a client's ever said to you? Okay, let's dive in. Here's the problem. Clients don't speak video. They don't know your acronyms. They don't think in frame rates or color grading curves. They speak in feelings, hopes, and outcomes. They say things like, "Make it pop. We want it to feel inspiring but not cheesy. Can you make it go viral?" And you're left standing at your timeline wondering what any of that actually means. If you've ever felt frustrated trying to decode what a client really wants, you're not alone. But that's where the shift happens. Your job isn't just to shoot, edit, or deliver. Your job is to translate. They say energy. You think pacing, tempo, music. They say authentic. You think handheld footage, natural light, unscripted sound bites. They say heart. You build scenes that feel honest and human. That's what interpreters do. We take what clients feel and turn them into something people can see and hear. Here's the truth. Most tech-first creators are brilliant with gear, lighting, sound, editing, but when the client shifts to emotion or impact, that's where the disconnect happens. I'm not saying you have to become a screenwriter, but I am saying you need enough story instinct to ask the right questions, to recognize what they're trying to say, even when they don't know how to say it. And when the stakes are high, bring in someone who's stronger than you in that space. Collaboration isn't weakness, it's wisdom. So here are 4 things you can do this week to become a better interpreter. Number 1, rewatch a past project. Look at it through the lens of story. Did you deliver what the client felt or just what they said? Number 2, build a client phrase translation list. Every time you hear a word like clean, fun, or cinematic, write it down and define what that looks and sounds like in your world. 3, sharpen your story toolkit. Learn to recognize structure, beginning, middle, end, emotional arc. Even just a few basic patterns will elevate your storytelling instincts. 4, ask better questions. Next time you're in a creative brief, ask, what do you want your audience to feel when they watch this? That one question can change everything. You don't have to be great at everything, but you do need to know your strengths and where you need support. If you're not wired for story, hey, please don't fake it. Learn what you can and partner when you need to. Because your clients don't speak video. That's why they need you, not just as a shooter or editor, but as their interpreter. Because the most powerful language in our industry is story. Please like this video if it gave you a fresh way to think about client work. Comment below with a phrase you've heard that made no sense until you figured it out. Subscribe for more real talk about creative business, storytelling, and video strategy. And if you want help figuring out how to level up your creative instincts, book a free 15-minute coaching call at paulstephenforrest.com. No pressure, no pitch, just clarity. Because once you learn to speak the client's language, you don't just get hired, you get trusted. Thanks for watching.